Hey folks, this is Nick Coviello from VIDA Fitness. I'm putting together today a series of 10-minute workouts for you guys. I'm going to start you off from the bottom up with lower body. So this next series is going to be 3 moves for you for lower body, just moving around and keeping it loose while we're all stuck. So number 1 is just going to be some hip circles. Go one leg at a time. Bring your knee all the way up to your hip height. We're going to externally rotate and then bring it back down. So one at a time. We're going to do this for 10 reps each side. Just opening it all up. And opening up our hips, because if you guys are sitting down at a desk for a long period of time, your hip flexors are going to get really, really tight, and it's not going to feel great. So to do this, we'll open it all up and help you mobilize and warm up for some of the other movements we're about to do. We got 3 more. Last 2, and then 1 more. Make sure you hit that other side. Same deal. A little bit of a balance challenge, too, if you're not totally paying attention. So if you need something to hang on to, you can grab it. Table, chair, whatever you need. And we're just going to hit a quick 10 on each side. So we'll be able to move on relatively quickly after we're done. And then 1 more. Solid. After that, we can start heading to the ground and doing some similar stuff, but in kind of a quadruped position. We'll be right here with a flat spine. We're going to lift the leg off the ground. We're going to open up for fire hydrants. This is going to work the sides of our hips and really keep them nice and warmed up and loose too, so that they don't get super tight. Again, we can hit this one just for 10. And if you've got a band at home to make this a little bit more intense, you could totally go for it. Make sure you're flexing your legs really, really tight. You're just opening up to a 90 degree with your knee and foot coming up at the same height every time. We'll hit 1 more, and then we can switch. You really want to be feeling this nice and tight at the top. And try not to let the rest of your body move while you're doing this. We want to be really locked in. We'll catch 1 more. Nice. Okay, I definitely feel it. We're going to switch on to move number 3. We're going to go flat on our back. We're going to put our feet flat on the ground just like this. We're doing some hip bridges. So we're going to squeeze our glutes at the top and bring our hips up as high as we can without arching our back. Just so you guys can see from this side, if I rotate, I'm bringing my hips up nice and high, and I'm squeezing my glutes at the top every single time. When we're sitting down, a lot of this stuff can get really tight. So it's good to get up, move around, get the blood flowing. And we'll hit 2 more. Last one. Sweet. So for our last one, we can talk a little bit about a stretch. We can do what we call the couch stretch for a lot of it. We can put our back foot up on something if we need to, but if you don't have anything to put it up on, you can stand tall and open up your hip flexor, which gets really tight when you sit. And think about moving your hips forward into the motion too to kind of open that up a bit more. We'll hold it for 30 seconds each, at least. You can hold it for more if you want to, especially if you're sitting down for a really long time. Cool. We can switch it out. Do the other one. It's important to stay tall on this one too. If you're kind of hunched over like this, it's not going to be as effective as if you're really postured up. So make sure you've got that detail in there as well. Always a good time to think about your breathing. Breathe deep. And one other really good stretch that we can do for our hips when they get tight is either pigeon or 90-90, we call it, because you've got a 90-90 degree angle with your legs. Again, we want to be tall with your posture. Think about pushing your leg into the ground. And if it's easy, think even more about just actively pressing your leg into the ground with your muscles rather than folding over top. And just like the last one, we'll hit this one for about 30 seconds, a minute at the most. When we're ready, we'll switch it out. You might have one side that's more tight than the other. If you've got that, you can spend a little bit more time on that side. It's all good. They're not always going to be equivalent. For me, my left side's a little better. Then after that, you should be good for a quick little 10-minute circuit if you ran this through for a couple of times, maybe 2 to 3 times through the entire thing. Should take you 10 minutes at the most, and you can always do it more if you want it to be longer.